every month, every 3 months, you used to wait for the magazines. It was like
Who were some of those LA writers that you saw in those
Atlas.
magazines in Mexico? Can you name a few if you remember?
Yeah, you know the sickest one, Saber, Reebok, Atlas, Alloy, uh, a lot of productions, uh, production stuff, and a lot of trains. I used to see. I don't CBS, CBS, a lot of CBS. Uh,
Do you have any favorite LA graffiti writers from that time, from that era?
Atlas.
Atlas.
Atlas was one of them. Traver.
Spell it.
He's from MSK. TRAB.
Yes.
You know, I really like him and Ewok.
Definitely LA legends. What about New York graffiti? Do you keep up with New York graffiti, or did you have any favorites from that side of the country?
I used to look up a lot to York. But York, it was a Mexican writer, one of the Mexican writers, they immigrate, I think. And he became with these fucking tags and do like a microphone and a fish on his tag and York. It's dope as fuck. And that was one of them. I think it was more influenced by the New York style. And no, not really. I was more into LA. I've always liked to whip that shit.
Now, I'd also like to talk about the girls doing graffiti in Mexico.
I didn't really met many.
No, it seems there's a lot of girls, more than LA, in Mexican culture. Do you know why that is? No?
Because there's a lot of population over there, man.
Can you name a few notable female writers from Mexico, if you know any?
In my days, it was Mona, the most, the one that everybody used to know.
Do you ever meet her?
No. She was good looking. I got to see the magazine, and but no, never met him. And like I said, it was hard to meet really, to have a network over there in my days. And it was harder for me because we didn't really, I used to do graffiti with Jank and my homie Arco and Cotorra and Perico, and that was us. And then in high school with some other fools, and that's it. Like we didn't really care about what the other word was doing. We were care about getting our area covered. That's it.
What was your graffiti career like in Mexico? Were you up a lot? Were you already a star?
No, never. I was lucky to become in the newspapers in 2000, I think 2005. The interview, I was doing a wall, like a more like a production wall, with my high school teacher, which he was teaching me airbrush and oil. He used to teach that at the high school, and he was a graffiti writer. He used to write Sodom. It was really good. And we were painting that wall, and some fools from a fucking newspaper, they saw us, they started filming, taking pictures, and they interviewed us. And that's how I came in the newspaper. Then later on, I make it to one of the magazines, I think, at the end of 2006. Back then, that was like really, not everybody get to be published in a magazine, like see your shit on a magazine was like, amazing.
Dope. You mentioned 2005, 2006, you're writing RHOSE. They're taking pictures of you for magazines now. Are you doing the style of RHOSE that you're doing now in Los Angeles back then?
No, not really.
What kind of style did you have back then?
No, I mean, it's always been a wild style. Right now it's more like proportionate balance. You know, like I start learning a little bit. I start hearing more, and I start internet came. You know, once internet came, like everybody started like nurturing themselves, like and grabbing from everybody else, and you know, like seeing these techniques or you know, like as much as you like it, that's as much as you're gonna learn about it. That's how I started like even like knowing the rules, the unspoken rules, you know, like, and that's how like we start playing, and I started loving it more because it was more like a challenge, you know, like okay, I can do that too, or can you do this, or you know, like for me, it's the back and forth. I love it, you know, like the battle thing and graffiti. I think is dope when they don't get their feelings hurt, you know, or when they get to, well, you get to sack it, you get to sack it, you get to win. Well, good for you, you know, and move on. But sometimes it gets hard to move on for people. But I think that's a pretty dope part of the game. That's why it's called the game, you know, the unspoken rules of the game. And that's what it really, really got me into the illegal standard.
Where did you pick up your wild style from? Magazines, friends?
Yeah. From, I think a lot of my style got influenced by Acer 7. I used to look up to Zeta from España. Taste, the white dude from Colorado. You know, like I really like his shit. How he incorporate like everything, like explosions and shit.
Can you spell his name?
Taste. He's from MDR.
Thank you.
That was sick, you know, like his things, when he finished, he looks like a fucking big old sticker. Like that's crazy.
For how long do you write in Mexico before coming to the United States?
Well, I came to the United States in 2007.
So 7 years was your career in
Yeah.
Mexico.
Like really on Wolf, probably like 5.5.
You're very open about where you come from and represent your culture in your art. Why is it so important to you to show your roots?
Because we like to be seen. We like to be here. I don't know. It's part of me, you know, and I get to miss it every day. And incorporate it on my daily basis, I think is important for me. And doing what I love, make it like, give that touch, make it like more emotional and attachable, you know, like it's for a lot of people, for a lot of dudes, it's just graffiti, you know, it's a lifestyle, man, like, and I get to put their parts of my roots, you know, where the place that I missed, the place that I left to try to have a better life for myself and for whoever is next to me, you know, and it's important not to forget where we're coming from and where we're standing now.